This is the supine hip shift with a foam roller. The idea with a hip shift is you need to be able to draw your thigh bone down and back toward the backside of your glute. And this is an exercise to, number one, see if there's a big difference from side to side, as well as work on being able to shift effectively from side to side. So you're going to set yourself up, making your knee angle about 90 degrees with your feet up against the wall. You're gonna lay flat. You're gonna place the foam roller between the knees and squeeze down on it a little bit. The goal of the hip shift is that in this position, the legs are moving, shearing up and down vertically. And if we do it correctly, the foam roller should just literally spin kind of in the same place. And as we draw one side down, the other one we're thinking about coming up, and then we alternate. There's many ways that this can go wrong, and the foam roller will be a good reference point for that. So you want to keep your feet down on the wall and think about having equal amount of pressure under the knuckle of the big toe, the knuckle of the pinky toe, and then the center of the heel. Ideally, if you're at home, you would use barefoot with no socks on. And you're going to start to tuck your hips under a little bit, thinking about drawing your hips backwards and pulling your tailbone up just enough to where we have some clearance here for when we do shift, we'll have some room. And then we want to draw with our exhale, we want to draw one leg and glute toward the floor. And if we're doing this correctly, the foam roller should just roll on top of itself. A lot of the times we don't have access to this, and we either shift our hip outward to the side or we start to move the legs this way, and you'll see changes at the foam roller. So we're going to use our exhale. We're going to think about keeping that stacked position where our rib cage is on top of our hips. And we're going to think about feeling that there's either a stretch or some activation in the glute on the exhale. And then we're going to come back up, and then we're going to pull to the other side. So this should become a more fluid motion, thinking about drawing all the way toward the floor with whichever side we're pulling down.